Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. I ain't hearing any more weird sounds in the air. Alicia, welcome back.
Hey.
Hey.
Y'all, man, y'all rough. Y'all niggas.
No, I'm just listening. I ain't nothing to say. Okay.
I'm just saying about just how y'all feel about our generation. Like, and maybe I have more sensitivity to them because I see it from their point of view, and it's really fucked up because you even think about how young girls are raised. When we talk about how young girls are without their father, the lengths that they'll go to keep a man because they're searching for that love. And when you're missing both parents, how fuck, like, I can't even imagine my mother not wanting to be bothered with me. I can't imagine my mother not seeing me. Like, my mother, I'm 47 years old. If I don't call my mother at least 3 or 4 times in a week, she crawling up on the cross. I had to climb down from the cross, Mom. You don't love me no more. You don't care about me. I'm grown as shit. But when you have a mother who has she literally has not had communication with them in so many years, and then tells them, I really don't want y'all here. I only asked y'all here because her boyfriend asked him here. And oh, by the way, he was touching on my niece and all kind of shit. And she got daughters too. So we had to get the people involved with all that shit. Right. It's a reason these children act like that. And
we're saying, I'm saying I get it. I'm trying to figure out what is the public's responsibility to any of that?
Well, the
public has no responsibility.
Let me tell you why. Yes, right. We do. Right? Yes, we do. If we claim that we love our people and we're looking for a change, I'm responsible for anybody. And when I say it's a public responsibility, anybody that my kids have brought to my house, I've taken the time to get to know these kids, right? All of them.
Okay.
I know them. I know what's going on. If they need help and their parents can't help, whatever, I help them. Because even though I may not be able to reach everybody that I want to reach, that small circle of kids, maybe I can help somebody. Maybe somebody's going through some shit. Like, I've had my kids' friends come and talk to me about some straight shit that's been going on with them. And you don't know how that affects them. So even if it's just being available to some of the kids, even if it's being volunteering somewhere where they may not want to be bothered with you, but it might be that one kid that might, want to talk or might want to know something. Like, we have to be available for these kids because not all of them can be written off and not all of them should. And you have to understand.
And what exactly is the kids' responsibility to themselves?
Right. They're fucking kids. Like,
no. You don't get to have it both ways. They don't get to have it both ways.
Kids too.
No, I can't.
No, kids can do adult shit.
You can't expect
kids. Let me tell you something. Kids, just because, let me tell you something. Kids can do adult shit. It's a reason.
I'm sorry.
Child to make an adult decision.
Kids can fuck to make babies, right?
A human's brain is not fully developed in the area of decision making until they're 25 years old.
We never said they make good decisions, but children can. Okay, how about this?
So my thing is, a child is going to make a decision from a child's point of view.
But that child's actions is going to have the same results as an adult. There's no difference of a bullet if a child pulls it or an adult.
I repeat. As a child, you're not thinking about, what is the adult consequence of this?
But as a society, we have to think about a consequence because we are.
Let me say this to you. I have a son, right? And my son, he'll tell me some shit like, I'm getting just some stupid shit. Like, he told me, I'm about to go get $5 out this ATM machine. He got an ATM card, he got a bank, he got his bank account, he got his job. I'm like, dude, that's not getting ready to happen. I got $8 in the bank. Dude, you're not about to take $5 out no ATM. I've done it before, mama, blah, blah, blah. Now he good. I mean, he got face hair, he got bald hair and all the shit. Like, he can make babies at this point. This nigga's telling me he can get $5 out the ATM. So what I tell him, I said, dude, go ahead. He's like, I can do it. I did it. I did it at this gas station. Okay, so go ahead and do it and tell me how that worked out. 10 minutes later, mama, you right. And the moral to that is, even with the fact that you can make babies, in his mind, he's swearing that he can get this fucking $5 out of this ATM. And I had to tell him, nigga, go ahead and do it and let's see. And when he saw it, he was like, Mama, you right. And my son to this day, when I say something to him, because I call him an I know nigga. He was an I know nigga up until last year. He know everything. Know everything, couldn't tell him nothing, right? Know everything. I'm like, okay, you I know nigga. Go anything that I knew that was not going to hurt him, I go ahead and do it. But even like with cars and stuff, like they don't have that. They don't know. They don't know that they don't know until they get fucked over. Like I didn't know about interest rates and bullshit until I decided I was going, hey, I'm about to go off and buy a car by myself. I'm grown. I'm in the military. I ain't gonna ask nobody for shit. Got bent over, fucked with no Vaseline, and ended up paying on the car. That was a lesson that I had to learn. But you don't want your child to learn that same lesson. So I talk to my kids about credit. My kids are far more advanced in a whole lot of shit.
I'm not
than
talking
I was
about your children. Maybe
but
that's again, we're messing up. Not
what I'm saying
you
is
have
that
a responsibility to your kids.
But I was not that savvy, is what I'm saying. And it was not that my mother was not, it was not that she was, well, she really didn't know about credit and financial stability, but she also was too busy working to even teach me about that shit. And when I got old enough to I was 15 when I left the house. So I was doing me. And my point to you, John, is that even when you're grown, at what we consider grown, you're not really fucking grown. And there's a lot of shit that they don't know. And there's a lot of shit that they don't know until they getting fucked.
But
like,
legally, they are grown.
Who gives a shit about legally? Who gives a shit about legally? That's something
their actions, they will be dealt with according to their age.
Government who don't know your fucking child.
Which is my point. The government should not have to. Okay, the government should not take into consideration. Oh, okay. You shot this person because you have mommy issues. That's unfortunate. You shot this person because you didn't get a chance to get a good night's sleep. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Strap up. I wasn't implying, Strap, that they should be excused. Now the reality of that shit is, whatever action comes a reaction. There's consequences to everything you do.
That's all I'm saying.
I was never arguing that point. There's absolutely consequences. We want to get them before they get those consequences. We want to affect change. And when y'all were asking me, y'all asked me what the public had, what responsibility the public have. And we have a responsibility to try to reach at least one of these kids. Like, that's our fucking responsibility. You can't say you love your people and want to kill white folk if you don't want to reach out and try to at least see what you can help and who you can help. Stop tearing your face up, Kanar, because you really upset me. I'm choosing violence tonight. I think I'm having a hot flash, so I'm really choosing. I am having a hot flash, so I'm going to choose violence in a minute.
My bad on that.
Your face been cutting up all evening.
No, look, this is how I look at it. Like, okay, as sure as in so many words that you told us basically that your upbringing wasn't perfect, you've been through a lot of things. But in the same breath, you also told us of things that you taught, keyword being taught, and the other key phrase, your children. Now, if we're talking about affecting change, is something that you mentioned earlier. The best way to affect change is to teach your children. You are an example.
I didn't just leave it to just my kids. I reached out to other kids as well.
That's fine. You have that option to do that. Now that's something I'm willing to do. I'm gonna tell you why I ain't willing to do it, because fuck these motherfuckers. Because you know what? I feel like this. I'm dead ass, because you know what? These motherfuckers out here, they don't give a fuck because, oh, this guy or he, whatever. They don't care. And so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way for nobody, not knowingly, because I'm trying to help Joe Blow. Fuck them kids, man. They was created by a man and a woman. Between them two grown motherfuckers, that's their responsibility. That's why accountability is so important to me, because if we just accountable for our own shit that we voluntarily brought here, then the Black community and the world will be a lot better place than what it is right now. Straight up. If we took care of our kids.
I'm in all agreement.
I'm dead ass. You might could reach 1 or 2 out of 50. You might could reach a couple of them.
You'd be surprised that number might be a lot higher. Maybe ain't nobody ever took the time to talk to them because everybody feels the same way you do.
But who's
if all you gotta say is fuck them kids, then you should shut the fuck up about whatever's going on, because fuck them kids.
But whose responsibility is? The only reason I'm talking about it.
It's ours. It's
not
ours. You cannot talk about
ours didn't have the kids.
Oh, it's not.
But guess what? We all live in the world with them. And if we're talking about our community and affecting change and doing things as a Black community, then motherfucker, you can't have it. You can't say the Black community, we need to do this in the Black community, and then you be like, well, fuck them kids. Nigga, they're part of the community, right?
No. I have 2 children of my own. My duty is to my children first and foremost. I have to make it home to them first and foremost. Anybody else that I decide to help is nice of me to do. It ain't my responsibility. It's nice of me to do.
If you are running around talking about the Black community, the Black community does not just exist within your household. So therefore, that means that you have to come outside of your
community. Starts with family.
Yeah.
And it goes outside of your family.
No,
but
it
goes outside of your family.
You can't say anything about the Black community if you're not of the Black community. You're in your house. So what you're contributing to the Black community?
Wait, what do you mean?
Only care about themselves.
Wait, what do you mean?
Let me ask you a question. Let's just say, Kunal, let me ask you a question. Let's just say, and I don't know where your mail route is. Let's just say your mail route is on the south side.
Okay.
And it's this, you see a crowd of little niggas, right? You got to walk through them every day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say one of them just started asking you questions about working. What if you are the only person that only man, a Black man he's ever seen work every day?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that you wouldn't help him kind of, talk to him a little bit about it?
No, I'm not saying that, because he initiated the contact. So yeah, I'll give him a shot. I'm not saying that at all. But what the perception I'm getting is that y'all talking about going out and scouting out motherfuckers to go and talk to.
No.
And see, these motherfuckers.
How about a community thing? Make it something like a community thing. So if they interested, they can walk through the door. If they got a question, you can ask them. It's not about reaching everybody at once. It's about sometimes just planting that tiny seed in somebody. What if all that dude said, what if all it took for you to say to that boy to change his life is, hey man, you could do this too. I'm doing it.
This goes back to when I asked y'all, what is this child's responsibility to himself and to his community?
Right. Now, in that case, Ed, what you just said, the kid came to me and initiated it. That was his responsibility to come and seek me out.
On the flip side, some people don't know how to. What if these kids don't know how to approach somebody they feel is in a picture of authority? What if they don't know how to talk to other adults? What if they don't know how to talk to you? So sometimes it might take you saying something. I'm not saying doing it up while you at work. I'm not saying that, because that possibly could be dangerous. But what I'm saying is sometimes as an adult and as somebody who's been where they at and know the decisions and the routes they can take, sometimes it takes you, taking that initiative and saying something, because sometimes that's all it takes. These kids, a lot of us ain't got that. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what they see on TV.
Now I'm talking from basic experience. There's a big difference between, hey, this kid seems like he could do something, I'll go talk to him, and this kid just ain't about shit. We know ain't about shit.
Okay, but that's still an individual thing. I have some people like that. It was this young girl when I was a little younger. She used to hang around. She had started trying to, almost getting a bad reputation, until one day I stopped her from getting in a car with a bunch of dudes. And all I told her is, you better than that. And she came back to me years later and said, I had never even heard that from my own mama.
Wow.
Depending on the situation, I probably would.
Artist. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on the situation, I probably wouldn't have stopped it.
But see, you gotta,
if you put it that way, then there's nothing else to say. We don't need to have this conversation no more, because
it's situationally dependent. I don't know how many dudes, what was going on in that thing, how she's acting. Is she looking like she doesn't want to get in this car? Did she looking like, oh shit, it's about to go down? If it's the second one, I have nothing to say. But if she's looking like she's in trouble and she's being peer pressured into get into the car, I may have something to say. Hey, what's up with blah, blah, blah? Your mama told me that.
I don't know what her reason was. I just know it wasn't a good look for a 14-year-old girl to be getting in a car full of 17, 18, 19-year-old men.
Right.
Regardless of what she thought, I knew that was, as an adult, I knew that wasn't a good look for her.
Right.
So I pulled her coattail and was like, you can do better than that. You better than that. Don't do that.
Is it okay? So
sometimes that's all it takes.
In all situations. Is it? Am I
Okay,
supposed
it's
to
not
be
all
communicating?
situations. Maybe she like getting trains ran on her. I don't know. But my point is what I'm saying is until you might say that and miss the target, but you might say that and plant a seed, because like that girl said, that's nothing. She hadn't heard that from her own mother, that she's better than that.
But
we keep going back to her being receptive. Like we keep going back to being receptive.
I was gonna say what Lisa from John. I said I'm not a father, but I know John is, and if I had to guess, and I'm just speculating, but his mentality comes from he's got daughters to go home too, and so you can't be out here just dipping in shit. Shit could go left with niggas real fast.
Exactly.
And your intentions could be good and all of this, but that could spiral into something else. Now, say for instance, he can't go home to his daughters because he's trying to be a good Samaritan and help out in a situation he know nothing about. So we have to, as men, we are protectors. We have to protect ourselves and we have to protect our families. We're not in a position to be compassionate like that. We have to assess the situation for what the fuck it is and act accordingly. And your face, Alicia, thank you. I knew you was gonna I knew it was coming. One of these episodes, it was going to happen. Anyway, no. But I'm just saying, this is some mentality that us men, we have to have. Is because
what you say that is if we don't like. I worked on 63rd and I worked as community outreach, community engagement, and I was a nursing supervisor, clinic supervisor, and I would go out to Racine and every other places doing a lot of outreach. I would walk around. I got kids to go home to. I got a son and a daughter. I got a mother that needs me. I got a grandmother. And what I'm saying is, just like you are, like you were talking about, as John has kids to go home to, I had children to go home to too, right? And right now, I have people that still fucking depend on me. But what's important to me is what's important to me. I'm not saying put yourself in danger, but just like Ebony, like she said, create a space for them to even if you say, okay, well, let them initiate it, create a space where they feel like they can come in and do it. Or even like the gang, the group of young men. If you walking past them every day, hey brothers, how y'all doing? And walk past, like, even those things are planting seeds, right? That's planting seeds for them. It ain't necessarily
that much. That's not being argued.
I'm about to punch you.
Right.
None of that's being argued.
Your voice was really high, and I thought it was Ebony at first.
Me and Kennard keep saying to y'all,
we good.
When they are receptive, it's perfectly fine.
But what I'm saying, John, is sometimes just like what Ebony said, they may not know how to approach. But if you create places and spaces, just like I said, if you just walk past them and speak to them every day, what's up, brother? Maybe they might feel one day one of them might want to ask a question. If you create, like I worked in a place where we did a lot of outreach. And so we had a building where they could actually walk in and ask questions. We created a space for them to come in. But I also went out into the community and talked to people. And it wasn't just me running up to people. People would actually come to me and ask me questions. Or I start talking about bullshit, the boondocks or whatever shit. I talk bullshit to them just to whatever they want to talk about. I could talk about, right? But I found even with my patients, like I work with a lot of patients that came out of prison. And they was a trip. But as I got to know them, when they were coming up, like, man, fix your face. Or, I get them in the room and I start joking with them. As we built a rapport, I started finding out the shit that they was in jail for, the shit that they was going through, the shit that they needed. And like you're able to help. You're able to try to, everybody ain't gonna want to be helped. Everybody ain't gonna be shit. But if you create a space where people feel like they can build a rapport with you, or they can trust you, or that you ain't bullshit, because a lot of these kids been around folks that ain't shit but running game. They ain't shit but takers. So if you've been around that shit, that's the expectation that everybody trying to take from me. So I gotta be on guard. When you show me, that ain't what I'm on. I'm here to help.
All of that is when opportunity presents itself. If it's not your job, then we're talking about something when opportunity
presents itself. It's always my job, though, John. If I talk about Black community, Black love, us coming together and us creating something, it's fucking my responsibility.
It's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility. And the reason why it's not your responsibility, again, is because you are not directly responsible for that individual particular person.
I gotta live in this world with it.
Unless you have some direct link to them. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. This is Johnny. I just got back from Iraq in whatever year, who gives a damn. I don't know, 20 something, so I'm really young and stupid. You can't tell me shit. I'm on 63rd and Wood, and this little young Thundercat. He beating the dog shit out of his girl. Young as fuck. Maybe like, I don't know, like 19. She probably, let's say they both 19. He whooping her ass. She on the ground. He giving her the foo-fops. Me, Mr. Soldier, I can fix shit. I'm going to go over there and deal with that. Should I have done that or no? I'm going to answer it for you. The answer is fuck no. Because what happens? So her somebody, I don't know who do, he knows the girl. He comes around the corner, got his gun. Hey, nigga, what the fuck is going on? Whoa, first of all, I'm trying to break this shit up. I'm not even here trying to whoop her ass. Blah, blah, blah. Guess what happens when she gets up? She fires off on the motherfucking dude who been beating her ass the whole time. That's when I realized I will never in my life do this shit again. It was fucking dumb then, and it's really stupid now. That's why men say, fuck no. Because you women, y'all not doing the same shit that men are doing.
Right on.
Oh.
And see, what you gotta know
You
is that
better check my resume. You better check it real good, because I've seen the nigga whoop a girl around the corner from my house, beating the shit out of her in a fucking Chevy Tahoe. Not only did I pull the car over with my daughter in the car and knock on the motherfucking window, but while I was doing that, I had my daughter call the police and give him his license plate. Don't get it twisted. Don't think niggas are the only ones out here doing shit.
You should not have done that.
I would do it again. Let me tell you why I would do it again. Because that could have been my child. That could have been my child getting her ass whooped. And I would want somebody to help.
Because you would do it again, don't make it a good decision.
It's a good decision. It's a good decision for me. It's a good decision for me. And I'm going to tell you why it's a good decision for me. Because anything that I deem as the right thing to do, whether I'm going to get hurt or not, it's the fucking right thing to do. I wouldn't want nobody doing that to my nieces or my daughters or my cousins. If somebody's whooping my ass, I would want somebody to intervene. Period. So y'all can, if you as men, you say it's a dumb situation, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, I'm always with my gun, and I sure knocked on that motherfucking window, and I had my daughter call the police because it's the right thing to do. Because again, if that had been my daughter, if that had been my niece, if that had been me, I would want somebody to help me. And the way that girl was balled up in that corner while he was fucking up, yeah, I that was a responsibility to me. Whether I was gonna get hurt or not, like that's the thing. I don't fear shit. And when it's time for me to go, it's gonna be time for me to check up out of here. That's not
a matter of fear. That's a matter of making a calculated decision. Am I willing to die for my children? Yes. Am I willing to die for a random person who I don't know shit about? No, I wouldn't.
It had nothing to do with her being random.
Johnny, how would you feel? How would you feel?
Being the right thing. It was the right thing to do. It wasn't about a random person. It wasn't about her. It was the right thing to do. I saw a woman being beaten inside of a car.
That was the action was not the right thing to do.
How would you feel, Johnny, if it was your daughter and somebody, a grown, able-bodied man, walked past because that wasn't his fucking business?
And he called the police. I would understand exactly. Why? No, wait, hold on. The reason why I would understand exactly, because that was my second time doing some dumb shit like that. Both times the woman jumped at the dude right after I fucking intervened. Both times the woman jumped and jumped on the dude right after I got done. So now I'm like, look, you fucking stupid. You should have just ran, because I'm not about to hold this dude down forever. Like, eventually I have to go. So you sitting here trying to whoop his ass and get your lick back, where you should be trying to go get to the authorities. Not to mention, first of all, who says that dude can't whoop my ass? Who says that dude don't decide, fuck it, this a dude, I'll pull out a pistol and shoot this nigga. Now I'm dead because I tried to intervene for a dumb bitch who don't got no sense.
That explains all the times I was getting my ass whooped. There was always a woman that intervened.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
better say that.
Yes. Let me tell you, I'm going to explain something to y'all. Men will not intervene for the precise reason that I just now said. If the dude is beating your ass, okay, got it. He has a problem. Generally, the dude gonna be fucking whooping the girl's ass, whatever. Okay, got it. More than likely, ain't gonna be no gunplay because he feel he can whoop the girl's ass. When a dude intervenes, now it feels, oh, I got a man challenging me. I have to up this another level. So now, if I got that shit on me, I gotta bring it up, because what I can't do is let this dude whoop my ass in front of my girl, because now she's gonna think I'm a bitch. And what I definitely can't do is let dude whoop my ass, and then she start with my ass, because she probably may fucking kill me because she already pissed off as hell. She's a woman. She's fucking crazy.
See, the dynamics is different for a man and a woman. I understand y'all to a degree. Y'all are a lot more compassionate than we are. Y'all are nurturers by nature. That's just my perception of women.
Let me tell you something. I watched a woman being dragged, and she was doing some stupid shit. I guess the guy put out the car, and she was grabbing the handlebars and the handle and the door, and she wouldn't let go. And he was driving down 83rd Street. Guy was with, out the truck. stopped the guy and was like, "Come on, man, you're gonna kill her if you don't let her go." And he told you, "Hey, let the door go, get your stuff," and it worked out. But my thing is this: the right thing is always gonna be the right thing, no matter how y'all cut it. Whatever y'all say, the right thing is the right thing. And I'm not, as a being, as a Black woman, I'm not going to watch anybody put their hand, man or woman, but especially if I see a woman getting beat, I'm gonna say something. Even if it's just me calling the motherfucking police, even if it's just, I'm gonna do that because it's the right fucking thing to do. I don't care what they doing. If that girl end up dead or if something end up going on and I saw it and I didn't do nothing, I'm a piece of shit too. I'm a piece of shit.
Hold on for
I have a daughter.
Are you gonna intervene if this is a man too?
Yeah, right, I was gonna ask that.
Yes, but see, so that's why I know you niggas don't listen. Because I said if it's a man or a woman, I said that. Man or woman, I'm not, if I see something wrong, if I see something fucked up, I'm gonna do something about it.
A man getting dog, wait. A man getting dog walked down the street. You gonna intervene?
I seen it on 63rd Street all the time. I've seen it done on 63rd in California. When I used to work up there, man, I saw them motherfucking dog walking the goose. I didn't get in the middle of it because what shit I could do to it, but I called the police and the police came over there and got him.
So that's my point. It's not always your responsibility to get physically involved.
Well, I didn't say physically. I was giving you an example of what I did. But I said get involved. If it's the right thing to do, is the right thing to do. And it's not fucking turn your head when you see some shit that's not right.
Turn my head. I said I will never get physically involved again, ever.
Hell no. Fuck them niggas.
I'm not like y'all. I swear I'm not liking y'all tonight, boy.
What?
Y'all, you unrecognizable without your perm. I don't even know how you are with your perm is gone. You a whole nother nigga.
If we already whooping
with you tonight. I definitely we are beefing tonight. We're beefing tonight.
No, we're not. No, we both listen. We both calling police.
Well, I'll call the cops on the motherfucker in a heartbeat. I don't give a fuck about that.
We're beefing tonight.
I'll call the cops. I'll take down the license plate, but I'm not getting in the middle. You're on your own.
Look, Eb, I ain't heard from Eb in a minute. Eb been a little low over there.
Cause I ain't got shit to say. Y'all be got on my damn nerves tonight. I ain't saying shit. I just don't have to walk down the street with you, motherfucker. That's my goal. Walk down the street with that one of y'all. Somebody come jumping on my ass. Y'all gonna be like, what did you do, Ab? Look, stop resisting, Ab. What did you do?
What you do?
I won't let nobody do nothing to you.
Where all five of those girls smack you upside the face?
Shit. Canard, I could be getting my ass beat. I could be getting my ass beat for 15 minutes. You gonna call the police and watch me get my ass beat for 15 minutes till they get there.
I'm gonna help you.
I wouldn't do that.
Shit.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's not
I'm
right.
trying to feel. I'm just not feeling safe with you, niggas. I'm not feeling safe.
Why you laughing about it though, Canard?
Canard, listen, I really do it. I mean, I just don't feel safe with you niggas. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was funny to me. I thought that was funny. So no, I wouldn't just sit there like, yo, are you good? And that type of shit. I'm gonna call the police and I'm gonna be in the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm gonna be getting straight skull drug until the police get there.
I would let go. I would. If I'm there, are you okay? Go down. I'm gonna step in. I'm not finna let this my people. I fuck with her. I'm not finna let nobody do nothing to you. And I'm standing there. Now, if you're a block away, I'm not. Hey, I just have to call the cops for where I'm at.
If you take right there with the block, goddamn.
I'm
not going a block away to sit.
This was a straight conversation about some bitch I didn't know.
Right.
We ain't talking about people I know. We're talking about
we're talking people we don't know. People in the street.
Niggas are treacherous. That's how you don't know who you two are.
You niggas is unscrupulous. You hear me?
Damn.
Unscrupulous.
If that's how we define an unscrupulous, I'm yes.
Shit.
Okay with it. I got a vouch for John on that one. I'm with you there.
I ain't about to have no shit.
Fuck y'all, okay? Fuck y'all. I'm good by myself. Goddamn.
Hey, they want us to die for people all the way on 95th and Yates. I don't even know nobody who live over there. Just like, no, fuck that. You on your own.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes people gotta get stumped out. That ain't no me.
I mean, look, if a motherfucker gonna get their ass whooped, they just gonna get their motherfucking ass whooped.
All right, see,
It makes you stronger. It builds character.
Alicia, you got me. Cause you got me, Alicia. Cause goddamn.
I ain't gonna leave you hanging. I ain't gonna do you like that. If I see some motherfucker trying to riff, I'm gonna step in and I'm like, hey man, what's the problem? And I'm gonna keep it real. And then if a motherfucker act like they want to take a nigga, hey, hold on, man. Let me come here. You know, I call the cops. I call the cops.
Oh, now at least you're gonna change the background to the lady with the machete.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. That's real.
Oh, shit, you could have made it.
But
ain't got no machete.
But
you could play some tuna.
I want some tuna. Hell yeah.
Word up. Shit.
Yeah, I
I queued yesterday, bro.
I got a tuna sub in here. You could have made that shit at home.
Y'all don't know. I was on the grill. Shit.
Oh, for real?
You was on. Well, yeah. Yesterday was a nice day to be on the grill.
Oh,
today, you know.
I finally figured out how to get the fucking fire burning and keep it burning. Usually I have to light that shit like 10 times.
Yeah, the gas grill or charcoal grill?
I got a charcoal grill, but I couldn't keep the coals hot. But I finally figured out, and I remember somebody doing what I did, and I was like, yo, this is it. And I didn't have a lot of coals, and I took and did all this, and we had a half a slab of ribs and some other shit on there, threw that on that motherfucker. And
we need a common sense barbecue in this bitch.
I need a barbecue for dummies book. Cause this shit.
Well, hey man, that's what YouTube is for.
Yeah, you're right. But see, I was trying to think like, you know, motherfuckers I seen do it. And then I was like every time I step in front of that grill, it's like a whole different technique every time. Like I'm trying to get down just the one thing, and then this one thing is gonna work every time, and I could do it across the board. But either way, I got it done. I got it done in a timely manner. So I was really excited about that. And it was nice out, and you know, like I say, it was smooth, man. You know, so shit, we got ribs and shit down there right now. Well, ain't no more ribs, but it's some tips down there. But shit, I was happy. I was really excited about that. You know,
look, I was gonna say, to pay no attention to what you see on the screen.
We see over there, Shavy.
I'm combing him because he's sitting still. I got him high off catnip, so now I'm combing him.
That's a goddamn shame. You and the cat has it.
High off catnip.
That's why.
What is that?
This is my grandson, y'all.
Oh, I see. I don't want no cats though. You know, I got scratched by a cat.
Cats
oh God!
Oh, right here.
Cats are Satan.
They.
That's why I love them. That's why I love them, because they just as evil and petty as I am.
God.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
You're very petty.
I bet you get into a fight, a cat ain't jumping in for you.
Hell no.
Shit, my cat's will. Look, I got. Oh, he looks so silky now. Well, at least he looks silkier.
They don't serve no purpose whatsoever. They just.
Yes, they do. You know, a cat's purr can heal you and lower blood pressure.
Hell no.
Okay.
Yes,
the gas
can.
only gives you high blood pressure.
Oh,
No.
You said
No.
lower blood pressure.
Yeah.
You have high blood pressure first. What the fuck?
Cats
Well,
give you
you do,
diabetes.
goddammit.
High blood pressure.
I like cats, okay? I like
I
cats.
do too, but fuck cats, because
I like big cats like lions and tigers and shit.
You know what? You need to be just isolated from everybody, because everything is fuck that. Fuck the kids, fuck the cats, fuck the niggas. Like, damn, what do you like?
niggas.
Fuck the mother niggas. Down from the niggas. Down from the niggas. Down from the niggas.
Oh, Kennard, I'm sorry. I'm just starting to side eye you. You like Candace Owens, man. Look.
What you mean? What's wrong with Candace? Hey, did you see the shirt I got? I'm gonna wear it on the show. You should see, I got some shirts made.
And you know what? She's gonna be the first one to sue your ass. I hope she sue you. Damn it.
Hey, y'all ignore me, goddammit. We need a fucking common sense barbecue.
Well, shit. It's gonna be at your house?
We could
Hell yeah, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it.
Hey, I put it out in the whatchamacallit. Was they gonna
when
do?
Y'all got what y'all got going on this summer? Y'all out of town or some shit?
Alicia out of town. Everybody else.
Alicia out of town, but she always can come to town.
Well, we got to coordinate with her. See when she get back.
Real shit. If y'all want to do Q, fuck with me, man. I burn up some ribs.
Hell yeah.
I burn up some motherfucking
And we're gonna have Ebony bring the sage and cleanse the backyard. I got white people. I got white people energy.
Goddamn right. And now you see this big ass crystal right here? It's for your ass.
What is
that's
that?
cool.
It's fluorite. It's like purple and green and shit, but you can't see it on here.
Alicia.
It's fluorite.
Alicia,
Yes.
Hey,
we're having a common sense barbecue. When you gonna be in Chicago in the summertime?
Y'all tell me when, and I can just come. I ain't,
we can do it in the summer. Real shit, we can do it in the summer.
I'm self-employed, so just tell me when. But I don't eat no pork though.
When? Damn.
We ain't got nothing but pork. That's all we got.
And shit.
We got baby back ribs.
I'm just starting to enjoy beef ribs. So yeah, let's do some beef
John is
ribs.
doing the on commercial right quick. I want to hear one.
That's all I remember.
Baby,
and more to give. 15 fingers, chicken wings too.
Shit ain't gonna be no chicken wings. Chicken wings, look. Shit, by the time the summer gets, it's gonna be $12 for one chicken wing. So let's not do that.
Oh, yeah, I told y'all about what happened to me.
I couldn't find no turkey wings.
No, hey, them motherfuckers charged me $46 for 25 wings. Did I tell y'all about that at Sharks?
That's a goddamn shame.
Man, they got me bad, bro.
You should have had some knives.
I swear to God, this is about
nigga. It's cheaper to get fucking jumbo shrimp than
fucking chicken wings. This is a bad time. We living in motherfucking Gotham. This shit fucked up around here. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You can't
we live in Gotham.
Hey, I like yesterday. I love to throw some wings on the grill. You can't even buy. My mother sent me. I swear to God.
Look, y'all, this motherfucker's so damn high. Oh, y'all can't see him.
We see your feet and your cat.
He's terrible. I call him really badass, y'all. I'm serious.
What is he doing? See,
right now, he just slapped the bottle of catnip out my hand,
it's
and
an ashtray.
it's still on the floor.
But it's an ashtray and some batteries, and I don't know what that shit is there. I don't know what.
That was my bag. That's my little table in my room. Sorry, guys.
Right on. That's cool. But look. This is what I was gonna tell y'all. Fuck, I forgot. Wait. Damn.
Uh-oh. What you said?
I was gonna tell you.
Did you get some catnip too?
Now, his ass probably got some wood pork reserve or some shit going on over there.
It's that,
this is black velvet.
Black velvet.
Oh,
okay.
$9.99.
You always finding some shit.
How's your liver, man? Because your ass. Shit, how's your liver?
It do seem like I'm the only one that be drinking at the shows and shit.
Look,
like,
what is your liver saying?
Or whatever. I be chilling. I got to get faded. You know what I'm saying? I like to get faded. And that's how I feel. You know?
Well, look, I like to get faded too. Shit.
Oh, you got the infused wine joint?
What is that? Tomato juice?
No, it's infused wine.
Infused wine, yeah. Where you be getting that from, Eb? Take it easy now. I'll get some water. You're gonna have to wash that down.
Take that back.
Wash it down now.
Take it in. Hey, Kanara, call 911. So she say we ain't doing nothing. Call 911.
Right, real. Hold on.
It went down the wrong way.
You know.
I ordered it. My brother had ordered me something for my birthday.
All right.
So
you got it this long? You had it this long?
No, I just keep ordering it.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
It's this guy, he got this little business called Mary J. Edibles. His edibles ain't on nothing, but this wine right here, all you need is one little swallow.
This wine right here?
This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here.
It look decent though. I ain't no weed person, so I can't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, whatever your flow is, you know.
You might like it though, John. I mean, yeah, Kennard, you might like it.
Me and weed don't get along well. It just ain't my bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's some jive shit right there.
Right. So now that's jive.
That's some jive time shit.
That's jive time shit, and then Candace Owens thing, and then I'm a Black Republican. So what?
But not all Black Republicans are bad.
But I am.
You're a jive ass nigga tonight.
But you know what? This is the thing. I don't mind you being a Black Republican because look what we've been Democratic for generations, and look where we at. So it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
have an
But
issue with
sometimes,
party
man,
loyalty.
you gotta open up a little bit and look at things a different way sometimes. That's,
Been
you know,
doing
just like
that.
when you say stuff, I look at it in a different way sometimes, you know.
I do. I really try. I think I've been there for so many years that I'm just burnt out on the same. Look, they sit up here and no this. See, my thing is, I don't want to keep dwelling on the past. What about the fucking future? And to me, the present dictates the future. Motherfuckers that sit up in here, and you know what? As tragic as it was, no disrespect, and don't take it wrong, but they putting all these efforts into like Emmett Till, or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that's fucked up. It should have never happened. It was wrong. But I think the only reason that they even talking about it is because it was some white girl, and it was some white boys that did this shit. But from Emmett Till's death to today, in my mind, now granted, I wasn't alive at that time, but look at all the shit that Black folks done did to one another.
But again, that's like negating what happened to Emmett Till.
I'm not